I recently spent a weekend in Tobago with my family, and somehow it turned into one of the best trips filled with love, laughter, and moments we would never forget. We booked a ferry at 6:35 a.m. from Port of Spain to Scarborough, and listen, from the start, I knew this was going to be a day. The sea was rough, but by 10:35, we made it, slightly shaken, but ready to enjoy ourselves. We pulled up at Sylvie's Local Cuisine, and this is where Tobago really welcomed us properly. I had the infamous crab and dumplings, but there's also a wide variety of proper local dishes, from stew meat, callaloo, provision, fried fish, and other hearty home-style dishes. It's just the kind of food that feels like Sunday lunch at your grandma's house. Filling, flavorful, bold seasoning, hearty portions, and that home-style taste that leaves you craving for more. After that, we headed to Pigeon Point, and this is where everything slowed down. Now, entrance isn't free, but once you walk in, you'll understand why immediately. White sand, calm turquoise water, and that iconic jetty that represents Tobago worldwide. Pigeon Point actually started as a private coconut plantation back in the 18th to 19th century before becoming a public heritage park and one of the Caribbean's most loved beaches. There's so much to do here, from jet skiing to glass bottom boat rides, but we spent the evening soaking up the views, the breeze, and that calm island energy that resets you. By the time we checked in to our Airbnb, we were done. We knocked out, and I woke up the next day. And day 2 is where it got good. First stop, Anchor Bar and Grill for drinks and a quick bite. Now let me tell you, they did not come to play. This spot is a whole vibe. Casual, but still has that elevated beachside feel. And if you love surfing or just want that raw ocean vibe, this is the spot. And don't get me started on the sunset. Unreal. From Anchor Bar, we made our way to Buku Lagoon, and that's where the real adventure started. We boarded Frankie's stores, music playing, vibes already high. From the moment we stepped on, we already knew it was about to be a lit evening. First stop was Buku Reef, and this isn't just a pretty spot, it's actually one of Tobago's most important marine ecosystems, protected since the 1970s and home to so many species of fishes. Our second stop was the Island Pool, and I'm not exaggerating when I say this felt like a dream. Imagine you're standing in the middle of the ocean, but the water is only waist deep. It was named by Princess Margaret because of how crystal clear the water looked, and some people call it the Fountain of Youth, and honestly, I believe it. There's a whole host of water activities to indulge in, and I got the best Hennessy snorkeling ever. Our final stop was No Man's Land, and this was the highlight. Food, music, and people just enjoying life. Their saltfish polories was hands down the best I've ever had, an excellent appetite opener. Then came the barbecue, chicken and lobster, both smoky, juicy, everything just fits in. The tour took about 3 hours and it still felt too short. It was $150 for adults, $75 for children, and honestly, it was worth every dollar. Safe to say, we were too lit to function after. Day 3, we slowed it all the way down, checked out, and took a drive to Castara for breakfast. On the way, we passed the famous silk cotton tree. It's massive, historic, and rooted in the Caribbean folklore. These trees are known to be centuries old and were once believed to hold spiritual significance. So yeah, you don't just pass it, you feel it. Next, we stop at the Castara Lookout, and this is where Tobago really showed its beauty. Rolling green hills, a quiet fishing village below, and that endless blue ocean. Peaceful in a way that just resets you. We even grabbed a couple of pies from the pie man in the fishing village, and when I say 10 out of 10, I mean no debate. Flaky, hot, and just perfect after that scenic drive. Now, one of my favorite spots in Tobago is Fort King George. Built in the late 1700s by the British, this fort sits high above Scarborough overlooking the ocean. Now, it was used as a military base during colonial times, protecting the island from attacks. And today, it still holds cannons, old barracks, and a museum filled with artifacts from Tobago's past. But what really stands out is the way history and peace meets in one place. You're walking through something that once held tension and defense, and now it's quiet, open, and almost calming. And honestly, the views alone were enough. Panoramic, endless, and the perfect way to end the trip. And just like that, we were heading back to Trinidad. Now tell me, was the nausea, vomiting, and a rough boat ride worth it? Absolutely yes, and I'll do it again in a heartbeat.